You know how some videos just feel off, like something's not right with the person in them? Well, cameras have captured those unsettling moments that will creep you out.
I'm so over this house and I'm over the filming and
From eerie behavior to chilling transformations, viewers could not believe this happened. During a lecture by an Islamic scholar, everything seemed normal until the cameraman focused on this one girl in the audience. Her eyes appeared to shift, turning reptilian for a few seconds before changing back again. Some believe she was under a demonic possession, reacting only to the holy words said by the scholar, while others thought it might have been a trick of the light. But whatever it was, it surely left everyone terrified. Piranha-faced creature. While staying at a cottage, a man decided to take a walk in the nearby woods. He suddenly felt a chilling presence around him when suddenly a figure appeared in front of him. It looked severely distorted with strange hair on its head, giving it a bizarre, fish-like appearance. Some even compared its face to that of a piranha, as if a sea creature turned into a human-like form. The man recorded what he saw, but wasn't curious to look more into it, and bolted right away. Sinister ritual. This footage came from a wedding hall in Turkey, showing a young woman standing among others when an older lady behind her suddenly pricked her shoulder with a needle. The girl looked back, but the woman pretended nothing had happened. When the video later surfaced, netizens said it was linked to voodoo magic. That needle could now be used for disturbing rituals. Well, this one was really unsettling. Creepy talk show girl. On a Chinese talk show, the camera shifted from the stage to the audience, capturing what seemed like an ordinary crowd. Then, the cameraman zoomed in on this one girl who looked a little different from the rest. She tilted her head in a bizarre manner and looked straight in the camera. Her expressions were so chilling and unnatural. Some netizens suggested she was only trying to stand out, but others thought her behavior was maybe linked to something darker, even calling her possessed. What's your take on this? Tell me in the comments below. LA face shift. In downtown Los Angeles, a taxi passenger noticed something disturbing just outside on the zebra crossing. A man walking nearby seemed to shift before their eyes, with his face changing into something creepy. The camera captured the moment, showing what looked like a demonic transformation. While some viewers brushed it off as a substance use or distortion, others felt it was too strange to dismiss so easily. Super Bowl ritual. During the Super Bowl, a strange clip went viral online, showing a woman performing a strange act while watching the game. Wearing a green Eagles jersey, she held a doll stitched with the Chiefs' number 15, representing quarterback Patrick Mahomes. In the footage, she repeatedly struck the doll with a needle, as if carrying out a voodoo magic ritual, or maybe something even darker. People's opinions were divided. Some dismissed it as superstition, while others believed it was a sinister ritual against anyone. What's your take on this one? Forest possession girl. A few months ago, a footage from a downtown area near the woods in India went viral online. The video recorded by her family showed this girl struggling to control her own body. She moved very strangely, trying to enter the house, as if something unseen was pulling her out of the house. Netizens believed an unknown force was trying to take over her soul. This disturbing occurrence left her family terrified and helpless. Office night possession. Late at night, inside an office, security cameras captured an unsettling footage of a man working on night shift alone. At first, everything looked ordinary, until the lights suddenly went out and the night vision camera switched on. The man's behavior changed instantly. He began moving in a distorted way. At one point, he even stared directly into the camera, with his face almost unrecognizable, as if he was under possession. The clip ended abruptly right then, leaving no explanation of what happened next. What do you think would have happened? Tell me your guesses in the comments below. Goat Leg Man. This guy was visiting the mountains when he met someone who appeared normal at first sight, until he noticed something unusual about his leg. The man walked as if nothing was strange, but when he looked closely, one of his legs resembled that of a goat, complete with its shape and structure, and even fur. He got startled and quickly pulled out his phone to record the moment because he knew no one would believe him otherwise. Later, he wondered if he had captured a shapeshifter, a human-animal hybrid, or just a con trying to get sympathy. Walmart outburst. These shoppers inside a Walmart witnessed a disturbing scene that quickly went viral. A woman suddenly started screaming, yelling at another customer for no clear reason. Her body movements and voice made things more chaotic, and many described her behavior as very bizarre. The outburst appeared so strange that people speculated if she was undergoing some form of possession rather than just lashing out. People said her actions didn't resemble anything human, especially in such a public space. And that's how their shopping trip turned into something that felt more like a horror film. Bathroom Spirit. Another chilling video came from a couple who regularly recorded their home due to several recurring disturbances they were facing. On this occasion, his wife was caught on camera in a truly terrifying state. The bathroom door suddenly slammed shut.
I'm so over this house and I'm over the filming
And behind it, she was seen against the wall before the door closed again.
Hey!
Moments later, she appeared in the bathtub, motionless, with her eyes completely black. This whole scene gave everyone chills and left them terrified. According to the couple, such activity had happened multiple times before. Many hoped they eventually left the house and moved somewhere else, as whatever spirit was there seemed very risky and persistent.
Paige! Paige!
Macron hand sign. During a public appearance years ago, French President Emmanuel Macron drew the media's attention for something really out of ordinary. While standing beside Donald Trump, he deliberately raised his hand, making a sign of what many recognized as devil horns with his hands. The gesture was pointed out by many and led people to thinking if he had something to do with the so-called Black Eye Club. While for some, it just looked like a coincidence. Just a hand sign caught at the wrong time. Glitching hair fix. During a live show, everything followed a clear script, except this one small detail, which later caught the attention of the audience. At one point, all of the girls on stage reached up and fixed their hair at the exact same time. Their movements perfectly aligned and left the audience shocked. The synchronization looked too perfect to be just a coincidence. Some argued it was rehearsed, while others believed it was just a glitch in reality, or maybe a strange connection between them. Well, whatever the explanation, the strange timing really made it seem unsettling.
Muy chiquito. No, está bien, pero o sea.
Elevator sniff. In an elevator CCTV recording, something really bizarre was caught on camera. A few people were riding together when one woman suddenly acted in a way no one expected. She leaned toward another woman and without saying a word, just sniffed her hair. The man standing nearby looked confused, but no one reacted in the moment. But it sure was a strange one. Some wondered if she was attracted because of a fragrance, while others felt the behavior was simply odd and disturbing. Mysterious hand symbol. Another video showed a well-known player caught on camera before a big game. At first, he simply blinked at the lens, but then he raised his hand and scratched his forehead in a way that looked like a symbol. Moments later, he did it again, almost exactly the same. We can consider once a coincidence, but twice convinced everyone that there was something intentional behind it. Some linked it to the so-called Black Eye Club and hidden conspiracies, while others brushed it off. Reptilian eye shift. At a concert in Paris back in 2017, cameras focused closely on a singer performing on stage. For a short moment, his eyes shifted into something entirely unnatural, what many described as reptilian. The footage quickly spread, with viewers claiming it was proof of shapeshifters living among us. Because the camera caught the moment so clearly, some argued it couldn't have been a hoax. Others, though, suggested it was a trick of the lighting, or maybe a digital distortion. Mountain ritual figures. A family hiking up a mountain a few months ago came across a sight that left them terrified. Near the hilltop, they saw a group of figures dressed in white robes, all gathered silently around a strange monolith that no one knew even existed. They stood there silently watching them. None of them was speaking, as if they were performing some kind of ritual or casting a silent spell. The family eventually left, but the memory of that strange encounter will probably leave them sleepless for weeks. Floating possessed man. Late one night in Indonesia, this guy was walking through his neighborhood and came across a disturbing scene. In front of a house, several people were trying to get a hold of someone who was acting in an unusual way. The man they held was not just behaving like a madman, he also seemed to float slightly as if an unseen force was taking over him. When he asked them what was happening, they just told him to keep moving. The strange behavior of that guy and strange, terrified looks everyone was giving him made the encounter feel more unsettling. Wendy Williams collapse. Halloween 2017 featured one of the most unsettling live TV moments. Wendy Williams, dressed as the Statue of Liberty during her show, suddenly began to lose her balance.
Our first caress.
She swayed, felt a little dizzy, and fainted on stage. The broadcast then took a long commercial break, which returned later with applause, but no hints to what exactly happened on stage. A few minutes later, Williams reappeared on stage and explained that she had overheated in her costume and fainted. Though she continued the segment, her struggle to steady herself was clear. The clip has since resurfaced many times on the internet, leaving people disturbed every time they rewatch it. Waterfront shadow figure. This security footage from a waterfront property left viewers terrified when dispatchers spotted strange movement on their cameras late at night and alerted a guard to check the area. As the guard approached, his body language showed instant fear when he saw a shadowy figure moving across the waterfront and looked like it was coming out of the water. The guard immediately ducked behind a wall, clearly spooked by what he saw. The footage later went viral, with many calling it evidence of something paranormal. Fast-moving clock. Inside a hospital emergency room around 4 a.m., a doctor noticed something really unusual. When he checked the clock on the wall, he realized the minute hand was moving unusually fast, as if someone was controlling it. With no one else around, he started recording it. For a few seconds, the hand kept circling very fast, before suddenly stopping all at once. This video convinced many that it was a ghost that had been playing with time itself. Well, I guess the time was literally running for this guy. Frozen street stranger. A man who was filming from his apartment window suddenly captured something eerie on the roadside. Among the passing traffic and people, one figure appeared frozen, almost like a glitch in reality slash. He stood completely still for over a minute while others walked by, some giving him strange looks. The man eventually stopped recording, leaving the moment unexplained. No one still knows why the man stayed frozen in one place, not moving at all, as if the world had paused only for him. The unsettling scene felt more like a broken simulation than everyday life. Invisible Mine Friend. A few months ago in Chile, mine security guards were monitoring their cameras when they noticed something really eerie. One miner suddenly stopped and appeared to be talking to someone. He even shook hands with that someone. But the disturbing part is, there was nobody else visible in the footage. It looked exactly as though he was carrying on a conversation with thin air. Some people wondered if he was interacting with the spirit of a miner who passed away in the mines, while others brushed it off as hallucinations. Still, this video got that unsettling vibe about it. Haunted house. A man named Nick was caring for his grandmother, who suffered from Alzheimer's disease. He was staying with her when he started recording strange events at night. One evening, his grandmother went to the kitchen and started making odd gestures, almost like she was praying something. What made it creepier was that the cleaning robot in the house refused to enter the room where she stood any time of the day. On another night, Nick switched off the lights, and the robot started following him around, before suddenly flipping over by itself. These odd happenings and his grandmother's behavior convinced him that there was something wrong with that house. Bus station lesson. This happened at a bus station in India. A farmer was quietly waiting for his bus when a couple showed up a few minutes later. Out of nowhere, the girl mocked the farmer, calling him stinky. She had no idea how things were about to turn around. When the couple got up to leave, her skirt suddenly got stuck on something and tore. Instead of helping, her own boyfriend laughed at her. While that same farmer she insulted earlier stepped in. He removed the cloth he had wrapped around, handed it to her for cover, and calmly reminded her boyfriend not to mock others. The couple walked away, but the lesson was pretty clear. Masked porch intruder. It happened in Amador City, California, when in the middle of the night, a masked man walked up to this family's porch and started speaking through their Ring camera. He claimed to be their son, Tom, and asked them to unlock the door.
I know you're in there.
Something felt off, so the family quickly called their real son to confirm, but he wasn't anywhere near the house. That's when the intruder leaned closer to the camera, gave it a few strange kisses, and walked away. The whole thing left the family terrified, and honestly, it's disturbing to think what could have happened if they hadn't double-checked first.
Let me in, your son's home.
Rippling baptism water. During a baptism ceremony, people were gathered around. As they chanted, the water suddenly started to ripple and move on its own, as if being moved by an unseen force. Those who were present later called the moment deeply unsettling. Some believed it was a divine sign, while others felt it could have been a spiritual force beyond human understanding. Jalen Rose freeze. During Game 2 of the NBA Finals in 2018, former player Jalen Rose gave viewers an eerie moment. While a staff member adjusted his microphone, Rose stood completely frozen, his eyes and body showing no movement at all. For over a minute, he looked like a wax statue instead of a living person. When the footage was uploaded on the internet, some dismissed it as just a glitch or camera issue, while others spread darker theories suggesting he was under mind control or part of secret clubs with hidden agendas. What's your take on this? Tell me in the comments below. Creepy Copeland sermon. Kenneth Copeland, a televangelist known for his intense preaching style, left the viewers disturbed by a video from one of his meetings. On stage, he locked eyes with his audience and was speaking in a voice that changed strangely, while his expressions became almost frightening.
And we have a healing covenant.
For many, it felt less like a sermon and more like something darker, like something with an ulterior motive. Another clip later surfaced of him confronting a reporter, where he spoke about flesh and demons in disturbing tones.
We wrestle not with flesh and blood.
Whether people believe in possession or not, the way Copeland behaved in those moments left audiences feeling really creeped out.
You really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did. We wrestle not with flesh and blood.
Bus werewolf woman. While traveling between cities, passengers on a bus encountered a woman who made everyone uneasy the moment she stepped inside the bus. She sat quietly in her seat, but her presence alone was enough to terrify others. A few minutes later, she lifted her feet onto the seat in front of her, and that's when people noticed something really disturbing. Look at her feet. They didn't look human at all, with those long black nails, abrasions, and an almost animal-like appearance. Other passengers even wondered about her being a werewolf. What do you think she was? A werewolf, or maybe the result of an odd experiment, you decide? Subway screaming man. In the New York City subway, this guy recorded a very strange scene. A man looked visibly unsettling and was screaming very loudly in the subway, annoying everybody else. His voice sounded strange, almost as if something else was talking from within him. Witnesses described feeling uneasy, as if they were watching more than just a usual breakdown. The clip later went viral online, with many debating whether it featured a man struggling mentally or someone undergoing possession. Either way, his disturbing expressions and eerie presence left many terrified, even when he was gone. Haunted forest possession. Back in 2017, a disturbing footage from South America went viral. The video showed a girl visiting a haunted forest with her family. It began as a normal trip, quickly turned unsettling. She suddenly lost control of herself, her features shifting in ways that didn't look human. Her eyes appeared to change color, and when she spoke, her voice no longer sounded like her own. It sounded hollow and ghostly, leaving her family horrified. It was evidence of something darker always lurking in the woods that they didn't realize. White-eyed building man. During a paranormal exploration for his YouTube channel, this man captured a chilling encounter in an abandoned building. As he was filming, a figure suddenly appeared approaching him. His eyes completely white, his face not showing any emotion. The man moved closer, his body language showing pure rage, as if something inhuman had taken over him. Many speculated it was a jinn possession, while others believed he was under the control of a demonic force. Thankfully, the cameraman managed to escape by slamming a door shut behind him, but the terrifying encounter was enough to make him realize paranormal exploration is not for the weak-hearted. Lady Gaga freeze. At a media event, Lady Gaga left her audience shocked when she suddenly froze mid-movement. Surrounded by cameras and reporters, she stood nearly motionless, with her gestures as slow as possible. What should have been a quick step into a car stretched into 2 long minutes, as if she were disconnected from the moment. Some called it performance art or method acting, while others gossiped about something stranger, a glitch-like lapse where she seemed stuck. But no one knows for sure. What do you think was that? Simply an artistic performance? Or maybe she slipped into something that felt so not normal. Mysterious airbender. A strange video started making rounds online a few months ago, showing a man in a parking lot doing something that didn't look normal at all. As he moved his hands, the fallen leaves on the ground appeared to sway and follow his motions, almost like he was controlling them. Some viewers compared him to Aang, the airbender from the anime, while others were quick to call it staged. The clip sparked endless debate, but no one has been able to prove if it was real or just an elaborate trick. And the strange part is how natural it all looked on camera. Don't you agree? Serbian dancing lady. Here's a video filmed in Serbia around 3 a.m. when a man heard humming outside his apartment. Looking out, he saw a woman in a black dress dancing strangely in the street. He started recording, but things turned disturbing when she suddenly turned toward his camera, staring with a chilling smile. Later, when he posted the footage online, many said that he had captured the infamous Serbian dancing lady, but no one knows for sure. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below. Elisa Lam mystery. Back in 2013, the case of Elisa Lam shocked the world. Elisa, a Canadian student staying at a hotel in downtown Los Angeles, was last seen in this chilling CCTV footage from an elevator. In the video, she pressed multiple buttons, stepped in and out, and behaved as if she was talking to someone unseen and was seemingly hiding from someone. Her movements looked really strange, almost like she was hallucinating. Sadly, this marked her final footage alive. It was later revealed that she had some previous mental health issues. Unsettling robot video. Inside a Chinese factory, security footage captured a disturbing moment involving a robot. These two workers were programming the machine, and everything looked normal. But as soon as they finished, the robot unexpectedly came to life, lunging forward as if trying to strike at them. Thankfully, they turned it off right on time, which made it unable to move freely. One of the workers rushed to the nearby laptop and pressed stop, causing the machine to freeze instantly. The clip quickly went viral, gaining millions of views online, with many comparing it to the film I, Robot. Lady Gaga walk. Back in 2013, something unusual was caught on camera as Lady Gaga left her hotel in London, surrounded by flashing lights and reporters. She walked out wearing a nice dress. What shocked the viewers wasn't the outfit or the attention, it was her movement.
Oh my god.
Do what you want, my body.
She appeared to be walking in slow motion, almost unnaturally slow, but still no one around her seemed to find it strange. The reporters kept taking photos like nothing was unusual. But watching it now, this actually feels very eerie. Church possession. This CCTV footage from the Hope Lutheran Church in Hudson first surfaced online in February 2025. A couple went to pray there, when suddenly, the man began to move in ways that didn't look natural at all. His body bended and twisted with unusual flexibility. Something he never had before. This footage left many viewers unsettled, with some calling it a possession caught on camera, while others were sure it was a hoax. A few even questioned if it was a normal church or a satanic one, because what happened there was really hard to ignore. Now let's talk about our subscribers' pick. One particularly strange clip surfaced from the lobby of the White House, showing a young woman standing waiting outside, fixing her hair, unaware of the camera recording her. For a split second, her face shifted, with her eyes turning completely white, and a chilling smile on her face. Transformation was so short yet disturbing that it sparked endless debates online. I really think it was evidence of a shapeshifter caught off guard, or maybe a sign of demonic possession revealing itself at the wrong moment. What do you think?